Hey, yo, y'all know what it is, man. It's prison stories. Um, Life in the pen, hashtag prison talk, hashtag in and out. And, whenever I find, another man that's been through a struggle just like me, whether wherever we at, if I can get 15 minutes of his time, so you mean we could talk this prison story and hear about their experience, I'm going to do it. I'm at work right now for a temp job, but I met a brother, so I'm going to go ahead and let him introduce himself and tell you how much time we did. Go ahead, man.
How you doing, brothers? My name is Brian Fiorito. I've done 37 years inside this penitentiary. I'm 58 years old. I finally got free as of July of 2018. I maxed out. I'm sitting out here struggling, trying to do the best job that I can. I've been turned away, turned down, turned out to this whole new system, and things is deep.
And what was your charge? What you did time for?
I did from everything from burglaries, selling drugs, pimping hoes, whatever. I have done it all. That was part of my crime. My history started in everything else as far as selling weed and stuff like that.
What was the worst charge they had gave you?
What the worst charge they gave me was I had an assault in the second degree.
How did it happen? You might say how it happened?
Yeah, what happened is that I come home and I got my wife laid up with something else, and then I turned around and I did what I had to do when I snapped, and I got 5 flat for it.
Oh, any man would. That was the understanding.
Yeah.
So, throughout this experience of your incarceration, I like for dudes to, say some of the stuff they seen, and something that you seen that just stood out in your head, something you never forgot.
Well, one of the main things that I really learned is that how people have a tendency of forgetting you. And regardless to family or whatever, their life continues on, and you sitting in there struggling the best way you can, and sometimes them $3, $7, you become dependent upon it. And then once you come out into the street, I'm a cheap date. You know what I'm saying? It's because I don't look for nothing else. After all them years of me being satisfied with just little or nothing, I find myself struggling real hard. It's because this is all brand new to me. Cell phones, I got cell phones, don't even know how to work. A computer, I really don't know how to work. Yes, I'm a certified commercial artist, have my own website. I've been to college, I got a college degree and associates. I did all this inside of the penitentiary. I have done nothing out here, nothing. I have a wife, 2 beautiful children, just got married again in May to the same woman.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
That's very beautiful.
Yes, it is.
So, throughout your prison experience, and far as being inside, have you ever seen a man get stabbed, killed, any such thing as that?
Man, I seen young boys get raped. I've seen people fighting over nothing, dying. Where I came from,
give me an example of people fighting over nothing, dying.
Well, what I mean by fighting over nothing, a little was something, a pack of top, man, a pack of chicken. It wasn't even the fact of
Explain to the
money.
people what the pack of top is.
Okay, a pack of top is some cigarette tobacco in which they smoke, in which they have, if you don't have money to buy Newport, stuff like that. Again, we settle for less. We settle for what we have and what we can do at that present time.
So what was it that you seen over the top? How the situation happened?
Dude over the pack of top, I guess too long. And dude got tired of it, went to commissary with the dude. Dude ain't got no money. Next thing you know, once he come outside, he stabbed him. And then left. It was just like he didn't care because the officers were there. They were there. He didn't care. But the man had 25 to life anyway, so it didn't really make no difference.
So that meant everything to him.
Yeah, a pack of top. That's right, man. That's right. A pack of top. And then, like myself, I find myself coming out here settling for a pack of top when I can get a pack of Newports, but I ain't got the money because I don't have a job. But that's okay because I'm striving and I'm working. It can be done.
Yo, far as for yourself, right? Since you've been in prison, was there ever experiences that you've been through that you was like, wow, like I can't believe that I put myself in this situation?
Yes. There was times in which, I'm going to say when I was just a little bit younger, again, I'm 58 years old right now, I say in 1991, I was in Wyoming Correctional Facility. And while I was in Wyoming Correctional Facility, I thought that I could sit down and smoke all the weed I want, get all the weed I want, do all the stuff that I wanted inside of the penitentiary until the dogs came. And when the dogs came, it turned into a big uproar because you have a lot of people who know you and back you. And, things happen.
What happened when the dogs came?
Well, when the dogs came, they talking about we want to rob, extort, do whatever they gonna do, because they was all from Queens and I was from Buffalo. And
Who was wait the dogs? Who was the dogs?
oh, the dogs is the so-called stick-up bandits inside of the penitentiary.
Oh, and that's what they was called back then.
That's right. That's what I call them. We call them the dogs because they let the dogs out. That means other people sitting back running, doing other things while these flunkers is still doing what they doing. And during the course of that, they sent out a couple of dogs, wrong dogs, Jack, because they went back with their tails between their legs and everything else, and we all got shipped out. We all went in different directions.
So you been in the box then?
Oh, man, I've been in the box for 12 months. I was in the upstate box, 12 months.
How was that experience?
Man, it's a one-on-one thing. I tell you, man, damn if you do, damn if you don't, man. You sit down, you get inside this box, man, all you got is you and your bunkie. This is what it's all about. And if your bunkie's a crab and don't want to do nothing and he's just going to act up, everything is being taken from you. You get tired of that.
So what type of bunkie did you have? What was like the worst bunkie you had since you was in the box?
A dude that was mentally challenged. Garbage, food all up underneath the blanket and all up underneath the stuff. And I asked the officers, I said, man, listen, man, move me, man. This guy got to go.
Uh-huh.
And, well, sure enough, he did go. He went in the straitjacket. They took him out of the room and everything else and stuff like that because he was insane. That was the craziest.
They had you standing there with a mentally ill person,
man.
And he was absolutely insane.
Yes, it was the only cell that was open, and I had to go in there with him. They move in like water. They don't stay long. The main topic is you don't like your bunkie, get him out. Get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? The best way he can. Either he sign out or you put him out. Which one of them?
Have you ever had to put a bunkie out?
I ain't never did it. I ain't never had to do it. They did it on their own.
Oh, they signed out.
They did it on their own. It wasn't no big major issue where you got to be fighting. Again, I'm older. These are young kids. Sometimes they look up to other people that's a little bit older that knows a little bit more. And, you know, that's a disadvantage on their end. It's because if you can't be your own man, then that means somebody else is going to be your man.
That's a fact. You're absolutely right about that.
You know what I mean?
So have you ever, have anybody ever tried to cut or stab you?
Oh, man, I was stabbed before. Stabbed right here on my face. Right here across my cheek right there.
Tell me about that situation.
Well, that situation started was I'm young and I'm running around again, you know, with a group of people and everything else and stuff. And some Spanish boys didn't like what was going on again. Again, it was reefer, drug affiliated.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? And they think that they better than everybody else. So when you finally raise your voice for a little bit, step up, say something, they don't like that. Again, here comes the dogs. You know, and
right.
I took that.
So
I had a bunch of stitches.
So what happened? When you was sitting down, you was...
No, I wasn't sitting down. We was actually peeing. The dude was just standing there before me like this, talking to me and everything else. And then, you know, somebody said something. I turned to look. Next thing I know was, dude is swinging. And when he swung, it cut from here all the way onto my face right there. There it is.
Damn, horrible. Hell, let me get that.
Yeah.
Come up here.
See this? Started from right here,
Uh-huh.
all the way across.
Oh, yeah, I can see the lightness.
That's
the light
right, man.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's a fact.
Yes, sir.
And when you was in that situation, what you was in that situation, what you was thinking to yourself when you realized, like, dang, I got all these stitches in for
Well,
this?
when it happened was only two things. First of all, I didn't really actually feel it until after we started fighting. Because you ain't, you know, once you did all this, man, I'm grabbing you, doing whatever I can. I'm not worried about my face leaking and anything else because it was wide open. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't want to die.
Okay.
I didn't want to die. So I had to sit down and I had to fight. A one-on-one with a character with a blade, man, that means you're a coward. You can't do nothing.
That's
So,
right.
you know, I got it where I came and that was it.
That's absolutely.
it, man.
I definitely understand that. Fire situations with the officers. Have you been through situations with the officers where you was like, you can't believe that, you know, somebody can treat another person in this
Yes.
fashion and manner?
Upstate box. I got beat up twice. Had my ribs damn near broke. Because the officer didn't like what I said. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be a man. You gonna treat me like a man, talk to me like a man. I'm not your dog. Well, they didn't like that, so they wanted to have their own little party. Same thing as having a blanket party for the young kids back in the days when they was coming up. But they had their own party, and they came with their boys, and they dragged me out the cell. Damn near broke my ribs. Went to the infirmary. Stayed in the infirmary. No X-rays. No nothing. They just told me to man up.
Just told you to man up.
Man up, homie.
That's cold.
Man up.
God.
But now that attitude, You know, I'm sorry to say this, but that type of attitude is the only thing in which I feel is maintaining me today. You understand what I'm
Made you
saying?
stronger.
That's right. Man up. So that means now that I'm not fighting against physical force anymore. It's a mental force now that I'm struggling with. You understand what I'm saying? Because the physical fight only lasts for a few seconds. After that's over, that's a wrap. You understand? But a mental one, I have to constantly keep reliving it over and over and over and over and over again.
You always got to sit with that.
Yes, I
You
do.
understand? That's why I say the channel, you know what I mean, in and out, because everything we do, even coming out of prison, is still affected by the situation that we was in. You know what I'm saying? However we growth, whatever your attributes is, whatever your gifts is, you developed while you was in there throughout all that time you spent in that cell. That's
Yes,
all
I
you
did.
did was draw.
Yes, I
so
did.
that came about more stronger. So out here, you know what I mean, even though everybody see you drawing, putting that together, they don't know what you went through to develop that mindset to put that together. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So
That is correct.
one more thing, let me ask you. You know, I like to have a lighter tone. Is there something that you went through in prison that, or seen in prison that was hilarious or funny in a way that you said to yourself, like, "Yo, this is only in prison"?
Well, I seen, yes, it is. I seen this one dude. Again, he was sitting down trying to get his, his high on, and he got some dupes. They gave him some dupes, some K2 or whatever the case, and he actually stripped in front of the sergeant right there and said everything else and said, "I'm high," and started running around the thing. It was hilarious, you know what I mean? And then when he sat back, he stopped, just stopped, went to his cue and sat there and said, "Man, I'm okay." It only lasted like not even 15 minutes. He was you know, that was the funniest stuff I ever seen.
Now you said you seen young boys get raped before.
Yes.
What was the situation you seen that?
Well, the situation was, it really you don't see, but you see, you pass by. You can tell the demeanor because everything is being set up and everything else. New Jack coming in, which is new fish, new guy, whatever the case. Think they all that and everything else. And some of the big boys started to have a taxation on them. Taxation means is that they're going to tax you, your people. I want this, I want that. The kid wasn't built for that. So whatever happened after that, man, we never saw the kid again. All we know is that they said that he got raped that night. So.
Damn, that's harsh.
And it's not the point about this happens all the time. It doesn't.
It don't.
No, it doesn't.
But
man.
it happens.
And that's right. But it happens.
But you gotta have, like I tell the viewers all the time, is that, I mean, I never was the toughest person in the world, but I never let a person have a story about me. So I knew from the jump, from when I came in, you know, I'm a cut and stab, so you gonna come for me. And a lot of them dudes leave. They see you going, they'll leave you alone because they're like, oh, he gonna really do his thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you know, having that courage that, you know, if you gonna fall for it once, you gonna have to fall for it the rest of your bid.
Thank you. Yes, and there was a question in which I asked you earlier, but I think, you know, maybe it's something like this. Inside the penitentiary, it goes like this as well. What's the difference between a snitch and a bitch?
What's the difference? Tell me.
Well, I'm going to tell you just like that. There is no difference. First of all, if you snitch, you're going to be running for the rest of your life and you think people are going to protect you. You're going to be a bitch because you're letting everybody else tell you what to do and how to dictate. So which one are you? Which one you want to be? The snitch or the bitch? You can't compare. If you do compare, you're a damn fool.
Damn fool. Damn fool. Before I let you go, we get up out of here. What's something that you would like to, you know what I mean, just tell the viewers about incarceration or the penitentiary that you feel like people brush past?
My parting story is the same way I parted from the penitentiary. I'm not going to sit down and say I'm not coming back, because you know why? I am not coming back because I'm not coming back. You understand? I don't have to tell you. And every time I got to sit down to tell you, every day I got to sit down and remind myself. It's hard. It's difficult. It's a learning experience. And that old statement, welcome to school. Well, that's the best school and maybe the only school in which most of us ever had. Because some of us didn't even get a chance to go up, to go back inside the street or to go to the penitentiary. They're dead. Right now, we have a chance to live. I'm alive. I can strive. I have God on my side. And most of all, I know what it's like to be inside the penitentiary, because there would be no penitentiary without me. That's it.
Okay. Shout your website out and everything.
Oh, yes. My name again is Brian Fiorito, DTBO. See the artwork. I've been known all around the state system with the crying eye, the tear that no one will ever forget. Go to DTBO and see for yourself. Let me give you a chance for you to touch something that's real.
Do me a favor. Tell the viewers to hit that subscribe button for me.
Which one?
Just tell them to hit the subscribe button.
Oh,
Subscribe.
yeah. Y'all, number one thing, man.
Smash
Hit the subscribe button, man. Hit that, man, and listen to what's really going on. Some of them stories you get third party, but now you getting it first shot. Right off the horse's mouth. I can't talk about what he did, but we're going to talk about what we can do today.
That's what I'm talking
Subscribe.
about. Oh, I like that. Yo, Life in the Pen, hashtag Prison Talk, hashtag In and Out. Thank the brother for doing this. Mind you, we at work while we do this. I see people walking in and out of the thing. So this is really some real stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yo, appreciate y'all for tuning in, man.